the chat is not coming up there. Doesn't make any sense. Whoa. I don't understand why the chat isn't there. There will be chapter tags in the description to skip to the building. This is the setup phase. We have audio, but I don't have the chat here. How do I add the chat? Where's studio? Alright, this is setup phase. We'll have chapter tags in the description. Oh, hey. What's up? We actually lost a pet today. Just now, actually. In the last, I don't know, 15 minutes. So it is very much a try to keep my mind off of that kind of thing. My heart is heavy and my stomach is fluttery, but we lost a cat named Daisy. She was 12, going on 13, and we're not really sure. She just all of a sudden declined, stopped eating and then drinking, and then just kind of gave up. We weren't really sure. It could have been complications of fleas, which we had an outbreak to battle at one point. And then she was eating insulation, which is terrible. But we can't bury her in the frozen ground, so she's just wrapped up and out in the car. To await our next step, probably cremation. We have a few old pets, and we kind of knew it was coming, but it really doesn't help. Thanks, yeah. It's hard to concentrate, but definitely want to try, and if anything changes, I'll just go. Yeah, the dog is old. I've had her since 2015. I got her off of Facebook Marketplace, actually. I just saw some old couple living in a caravan, what you guys would call a caravan. I call it camper. and they said they couldn't keep her. They found her and couldn't keep her. So I was like, well, I guess I'll have another dog. And that's how I got Samus. And then I have another cat here that I've had since '07. She's 19, and we thought for sure she would be the first to go. She's very old. 19 years old. So well, 20-year-old cat. Yeah, they can live that long. None of mine have yet. Yeah, if she makes it another year. She almost died not long ago. And Lindsay woke her up. And she had like this huge turnaround. Where she all of a sudden started running around and being healthy again. It was a little bit weird. But yeah, we'll see how far I get here. I was a little early than usual, but yeah, that's true. So with this, just trying to finish up Starlight, there's not a whole lot to do. I don't think there'll be tons of decorations here. It's just not that kind of build. I mean, it is the decoration. Yeah, I agree with that. So, so you were, hold on a second. You were gonna flip a coin for the videos? Did we get that far? More or less. Yeah, we have heads and tails on the coins. That's what we call it. Sounds good. All right. I have the beginnings of the videos. And we'll aim for 50 seconds per. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, we can make exceptions. They are our videos. Yeah, there were some of them. Jet Jaguar is one that comes to mind where there was a lot going on. I'm not sure that they would have these. Hey, everybody out there watching, feel free to stop in the chat. We're finishing up the Starlight Drive-In build, and we will come back to Starlight eventually, but I've got to record it and everything for the project I was doing with another builder. Yeah, for sure. There were a lot of them that it'll be tough. I mean, we can make them longer if we want. It's just a place to start, you know? Just to get started. Hey, thanks. F, shall I call you? FN Gamer? Finn? That Finn Gamer? Thanks, I appreciate it, yeah. And I appreciate the condolences as well. Probably need a place to put some supplies. And that's going to be a tight fit. I don't know if we're going to... I might need to put some shelves up above. Maybe for supplies. So let's try to do that. and make it daylight. Usually we have a few more people here by now. Saturday's actually not as good as Friday or Sunday. Yeah, the effing gamer. That effing gamer. And it's a little cloudy. So, this is a giant Slocum's Joe build. Been working on this for a while. I think this is the 13th time that we were all in here working on this one. We have our throw nuts machine, which is just the most fun. Man, the machine is messy. They were going in there pretty straight. Alright, let's try to put a couple shelves up. Just gonna be touch and go, because there's nowhere to put the supplies for the kitchen. Oh wait, and I put all the tools away because I thought I was done. Last night was a very busy stream. And we worked on Vault 88. That's too high. Let's see if this goes. Yeah, the chat was funny. Yeah, there were like 100 people, which is really good. That may be like I mean, not in the chat, but, you know, watching. So, I wonder if that is low enough. Maybe a little bit lower.
This is delicious.
I actually noticed that I missed a couple people in the chat that stopped by to ask questions. And I regret that. I like to encourage that. I was duping items earlier. Yeah, we did a lot on the Vault 88 last night. Then we had a whole discussion about titles that Squeezy brought up. And then I was like, now I gotta go change all my titles, which I did, because that's what I do. All right, let's see if that worked out. I just want a place to put some kitchen supplies, and I think that's going to work pretty well. Yeah. Huh. All right, we need the donut mixes. Well, that effing gamer, I guess it'd kind of be funny to call you Finn. Well, anyway, Finn does a feed too. He does kind of scrappy style, usually on in the daytime. I'd stopped by in there today. I was like, yeah, stop by, meet the group. Oh, Oz. Okay. I gotcha. I missed that. Oz will work.
This is delicious.
Got so many Brits stopping by. I'm outnumbered now. Now we just need Tango and Lancer. Red Rocket Beans. Oh yeah, I forgot it's very late over there. I don't even know if I'll be on a long time. It depends. Because as my mood suits me tonight. What else would they sell here? Hey, Snickers. What's up? Yeah, we are on decorating. Assless chaps. Yeah, that Lindsay is looking at me like I'm crazy because I just said assless chaps. And she's like, that's very strange. Why would you just say that? I guess we need a good laugh. Hey Lancer, what's up? And Snicker, we are outnumbered by the Brits once again. Hey, but yeah, we were gonna call the clothing store. I don't know how this came up, but we were gonna call it assless chaps, and again, not sure why. I forget, but that doesn't matter. Fellows with no bums or actual clothing. Oh, that's really good. That's good. Jen's clothes. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be called that. I haven't done it yet. And then we named the kiosk too, which the leader right now for that is the Sign of the Times. Sign of the Times. And Lancer came up with that one. I don't even remember who came up with assless chaps. That almost sounds like a squeezy thing, but I don't know. He'll throw out some random stuff there. But it was probably Tango. He's just as odd. Oh yeah, they're renaming Tango. Yeah, that's right. Why doesn't Lindsay just randomly say assless chaps? I mean, we probably will now because this is an inside joke that might not die. But yeah, it's totally getting named that. Tomorrow when we get back to Vault 88, it's totally getting named. It was Tango himself. Yeah, that checks. That does check. He's a strange one. He likes his puns and jokes and stuff, and they're great. Adds a lot. So, I did want to correct one thing. We were talking about some of our favorite builds and builders last night, and I went through all of mine, and you know what? I forgot one. And he just happens to be here right now, and that would be Mr. Lancer, who is just phenomenal. And I knew I forgot someone. You know what I like? I hope I'm not going to embarrass you in front of everyone, but what I appreciate about your builds is that you're equally adept at making no mods and modded builds. There's no difference, and they are amazing. So I did want to throw that out there. We were talking about our favorite builders, and you are awesome, man. So I did want to throw that out before I forgot. All right. I was trying to dupe the Deezer's lemonades. I had no success. No problem, Lancer. You are a gifted builder. I'll throw that out all day. I still, I'll go back to that sanctuary build. That thing is just nutso, nutso, nutso. In a good way. Where did my other donut mix go?
This is
And it's probably the one. No, I got it.
delicious.
They turn up in some strange places. Oh yeah, for sure. I kind of categorize everybody's stuff in my head as far as like the primary kind of type of builds they do. And I have this kind of, I actually may have been you, Noodle, that I heard say this gritty realism. And so I put Lancer in there with old Rusty, which we haven't heard from in a while, but he was really good at that gritty, realistic style. And Tango does a lot of that. You know. Yeah, the Brahmin cart, Lancer. That thing was awesome. And it had the tunnel underneath that just keeps going. It just keeps going. Let's get some snack cakes. Yeah, just putting some cooking supplies. That was the worst depth perception ever. Costermongers. What is a costermonger? Hey, MHZ2000. Welcome to the chat. The donut mix bag is a Slocum's Joe ingredient you use to make the donuts, but I like to drop them and put them on the shelf. If it's in there, I saw it. If it's in Sanctuary, I saw it. And now I'm going to go back and look at it again. Because I've watched it more than once, but... I just don't know what a costermonger is. Forgive me. I'm but an ignorant yank. So some stuff is disappearing. Where is this stuff going? I'm gonna go downstairs and there's gonna be a whole pile of like food items. I don't know where they went. Let's check the freshwater supply station. We gotta play some more throw nuts. I don't see them. I don't know where they went. Makes you curious though. On the roof. Yeah, it could be. I didn't make a way to get to the roof. Okay, cool. Sounds good, Lancer.
This is delicious.
Yeah, last night we were all talking about our favorite builds and builders. Without mentioning ourselves, of course. Well, you can mention other people in the chat, but who would choose themselves? Do you know anybody that would choose themselves? Yeah, it could be Snicker. Could very well be, but I guess we're gonna have to count that as a loss unless I start dropping them out here or something. It's okay. I'll dupe some more common items because I usually will do obviously a lot of junk, but like there's not a lot in this build that calls for it. Eventually we'll have other buildings after I do the video for GGG, and then we'll come back to Starlight, but the deity. Yeah, maybe so. Well, I wouldn't do that. I think on one hand it's good to be confident in what you're making, you know. Why would you make it if you thought it was crap? But on the other hand, you know, it would just be weird. Hey Keith, what's up? Whoa, yeah. I remember him posting that. He said he was going to take a step back from Fallout. Hey Dwarf, what's up? We had a couple new people in chat today. We had Oz, who goes by That Effin' Gamer, and we had MHZ2000. So welcome to the chat. Oz does a stream in the daytime, and he's also a Brit for you other ones in the audience. We have someone from New Zealand. We have a bunch of Yanks. We have assless chaps. Oh yeah, Keith, you did a build? Sorry, I didn't pick up on that. Yeah, we do have a melting pot. It's cool. Quite some time differences too. I mean, you got to think like New Zealand and England would be pretty much the other side of the world, wouldn't it? Oh, cool, Keith. You'll have to share that link with us so we can check that out. Yeah, I need to make a run to the Cabot house is what I need to do. Ah. There's no way that anybody can tell me that this looks like a sweet roll. Unless it's one of those euphemisms like honey pot. I guess we'll put some pots and pans up there. Some cooking supplies. Sounds good, Keith. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, dwarf, it does look like defecation. I wonder if we need another shelf for cleaning supplies or some sort of closet. Or we can just be unsafe and put them up here. Is this OSHA approved? Can somebody look that up? Do you guys have OSHA in your countries, or do you call it something else, or do you even know what I'm talking about? It's what? Health and safety?
This is delicious.
I guess they would need first aid and all that. Antiseptic. They really put the pro-septic people out of business.
This is delicious.
All right, that's a good idea. We'll do that. Oops. How about an empty willow vase? I'm working with very limited confines here. And there goes the antiseptic.
This is delicious.
Crap, where did those mops go? That was the pile. Okay, I need my 72 mops. Very tight fit. I found this new builder. Yeah, that looks great. Good job. That was a nice touch. I found this new builder and I can't remember the name. Did I mention this yesterday? It was a really good Jamaica Plains build. The stream's bitrate is low, it says. It says that the signal that I don't know. Is anybody buffering?
This is delicious.
I got a low bitrate warning. Even though my signal seems to be fine, my Wi-Fi. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. Always feel free to give me some feedback so I can monitor things. But I am getting a warning from YouTube saying the bitrate is low. So my Wi-Fi connection is fine. It looks like. And I'm glad I switched to OBS though, because it will allow you to keep going, and I can switch internet connections or whatever, and it works out. No, I don't want to use that. A lot better. It works out a lot better. Oh man, that's also a tight fit. See if I can get that. See if I can do that without knocking it off every time I walk through. Even odds, even odds. Oh, the bitrate warning went away, so that's good. Do you even have internet yet, Lancer? What else can we put on here? Yeah, it could have been YouTube. Lancer, the capture card is just wonderful. We used it last night too. Oops. We used it last night as well. It has so many better advantages. Such as if the game crashes, it doesn't matter, you can just reload the game. If the internet goes wonky, it lets you reconnect the internet without destroying the whole stream. So it is a vastly superior setup, although I have a real mess. I haven't done any of the cables or decided on the arrangement yet, so it looks terrible in here. I don't like messy cables. It drives me nuts. It's impractical if nothing else. But I want to decide on like where I want to sit. I think I'm going to try to sit in the middle and have the Xbox on one side and the PC on the other, kind of angled, but of course I have to decide on furniture. Do I have to build something? Who knows? But I haven't worked that out yet. So I'm just sitting on a chair in the middle of a bunch of mess. Oh, I only have one saucepan. I don't like to put the last one. In case I need to dupe it. Again, same for that. Oh, I did get some more spatulas when I was duping. I have an idea for spatulas. Which sounds weird, but like, has anybody seen or remember the movie called UHF? I don't know where my shopkeeper is, Lancer. I saw her earlier. Yeah, Keith, Weird Al. Anyway, that's great. I'm glad somebody knew. Well, there was like fake advertisements in like the between the shows, and one of them was for a store called Spatula City. And that stuck with me ever since I was a kid. So I want to do a store on here called Spatula City. Spatula City.
This is delicious.
Yeah, we have people trapped in the... Yeah, everybody got it. It is a Weird Al movie. It was Michael Richard from Seinfeld. It was like his first role. Kramer. Anyway, when I was a kid, I absolutely loved it. Making a huge spatula? How would we do that? Well, console commands. Oh, making a huge spatula out of pieces like the barn pieces. I do remember that. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I did. I guess I did mention that months ago. Huh. Well, I am one to repeat myself. You know, I have to. I tell you what, when you're in the classroom, you never ever have every person's attention at the same time, ever. And so you have to learn to repeat yourself. So that some people will hear you sometimes and the other people will hear you the other time. And there will definitely be people who never hear you. And then people who hear the repeats and go, oh, you just repeat yourself. But, you know, can't please them all. Oh, Noodle, I'm never letting go of the thought of Spatula City. That is, my quick save is disabled. Well, I may have to quit the game and reload it. Okay, there we go. Oh, Oz, yeah. This is what I do, man. I'll just sit here and do this forever. Lancer, I think maybe I was. I don't know. I didn't see it. I've never used OC Decorator. I like mods just fine. They are awesome. I enjoy them on my modded playthrough. I just don't want to use it. I like the personal touch of my wonkily placed items. I know there are tons of people that use OC Decorator and use it very well, and their builds look amazing. And I love looking at them, but I don't want to. And that's just about the end of it. I just don't want to. Oh, I had the Pit Boy open. That had to have been it. Yeah. That's what I get for trying to do two things at once. That had to be it. Sometimes it does get disabled as well. Like all the saves will just be like grayed out and I'll have to quit and reload. That is absolutely a thing. We could probably put stuff up here too. The giant stove with the Schiller drop.
This is delicious.
There were like 5 streams in a row at Covenant where this is all I did was place items. Oh, you could have had Krispy Kreme. I'm pretty sure that started here in the US in Florida. Because we used to, when I was young, we used to get a Krispy Kreme when I lived in Florida. When the light was on, we'd be up, and I won't say that we were drinking and still up, but you know that's something that people do. And we would go and we would get the freshly made donuts that are basically just melting in your mouth. Now I want donuts. But Lancer doesn't like donuts, but the rest of us do, don't we? Maybe we need like a stand or something for wait staff items. Let's make one. I don't even know what that means. Cream-filled Yum Yums noodle? Oh, noodle being the person. Cream-filled Yum Yums? I don't like the sound of that. Not at all. That sounds... It sounds... suggestive. Like... I'll just leave it at that. Sounds like a fetish video. I guess I didn't leave it at that. Okay, what is a yum yum? Don't make me regret asking. Rectangular donuts with crunchy glaze? Yeah, sounds great.
Is delicious.
I forgot I put all my tools away because I thought we were done building. I even made a shed for the building supplies. And I put them all in there for the future. We got the check shelf and everything in there.
This is delicious.
Well, you can send us some. We would like that. So
This is delicious.
I'm just making some contraption. I don't know. I do not know. Well, maybe we'll just have at it. All right. It will not be defeated. We must defeat Bethesda at all costs. Well, I didn't want that one. That's fine. I don't care. I'm gonna put something on the side.
This is delicious.
Oh gosh, you're right about that. U.S. import costs. Oh my god. We feel that stuff in the smaller states like the one I'm in. Yeah, visit the UK again. That would be cool, wouldn't it? What do you think, Lindsay? Want to go to the UK again? She says yes. She's sitting next to me playing New Vegas. Yeah. She's been to Wales. I have not. I have only been, I've been to England as far as Britain goes. And as far as the UK goes, I've been to Northern Ireland. And I've been to regular Ireland. I don't know. Is that okay to say regular Ireland? I'm sure that the Northern are regular people. Gosh, I made a mess of that, didn't I? On top of a big hill. Oh, from the top of a big hill. I saw whales earlier. It was on a big hill. Sounds like something from Monty Python. Oh, cool, Keith. Yeah, I have lots of English ancestry as well. That is the majority of it. Although I have Irish, German, Scandinavian.
This is delicious.
Let's do another one of these on the other side. This will be our wait staff table, our station. Oh gosh, yeah, no, we can gather there. I'm totally down for this. Especially since so many of my Fallout friends are in the UK. Yeah, I don't think I have Welsh either, dwarf. I have Scottish as well, so yeah, there's 3. So 3 for me because I traced back like my ancestry, like Americans love to do, and in Derry in the north of Ireland, Scotland, someplace I don't remember, lots of England, and you know, other places, Germany, the Stuttgart area of Germany, and then someplace in Denmark, maybe. Yeah, I did the whole genealogy thing, and that is not equally placed. I hate it. Has to be done again. I'm afraid that I did just the lame touristy things when I was there. I went to London and Dover.
This is delicious.
And every time I go to those islands, Ireland or Britain, I get really sick. I get the worst allergies of my life. Where is my stand? But Tango's down by the Stonehenge, and that would be neat to see. Concentrate, concentrate. Yeah, that's good. For a wait station, I think. It's moldy and gross. Oh, Lancer, I just looked over to see your content. But the cliffs of Dover are pretty awesome looking. Haha. Hey, Mark. What's up? No nights off? Well, I gotta tell you, I'm in between semesters right now. So once the semester starts up, probably will have to do other things. But for now, it's so much fun. I'm just having so much fun that I just, you know, taking advantage of the time off. And it's winter here, and in New England, you can't really do much of anything except for wait. It's like 0 degrees, which is totally, and that's Fahrenheit, which is totally not enough degrees.
Delicious.
On a backing for this shelf. Maybe 2 of these would be cool, but like, no. That would almost look cool. No. All right, I like it. It's cool. I can put stuff on it. Let's see if they will let me place it. But Mark, yeah, we're finishing this up. I was just finishing the decorating, and I might want that there actually. And then after we finish up this, we will be moving to Jamaica Plain, where we're gonna work on a gunner's build, a gunner themed build.
This is
Yeah, Mark, you
delicious.
named it. You nailed it, rather. That's exactly right. What do you mean melt till March? You must mean April. I'm not just in like Massachusetts like this game. No, we're farther north than that. The weather here is like Scandinavia. Hey man, whenever it's done, it's done. There I saw your giant robot. It's in my list at the top of my list. I got a couple other people that dropped some awesome looking stuff today too. Jersey. What's a Texan doing in Jersey? Two inches of snow. That's picnic weather up here. We just like, oh, only 2 inches. Let's grab the blanket and the basket. All right, we have ourselves a wait station. And it looks, for some reason, like these aren't getting lit up. Why? We don't know. I'm afraid to sometimes I forget what I wired to some of these conduits and I'm afraid to delete them. So there's a switch right there. All right. No. We're just gonna wire this up. There. That looks all right for our wait station. Haha, Snickers, that's true. I lived in the South for a whole lot of my life. Florida for a whole lot of it. My family's in Florida. And yeah, well, it doesn't really snow there, but I went to college in Louisiana, and the first winter I was there, it actually dusted, like in Baton Rouge. And man, talk about panic. They closed the school for a dusting of snow. All right, we need what do we need in the wait station? Napkins, forks. Maybe some waters, sodas. Keith, 8 inches for the whole winter or in one day? Because one day we might call that for real snow. That'd be for real snow. But in North Florida, I wouldn't guess that that's the case. Something that scoops up heroin. Wow, in North Florida, one night, 8 inches of snow. That's unheard of. I didn't live in North Florida, though. I lived in Orlando area. Daytona and Orlando. "30 inches of sand in El Paso." I've been to El Paso. I gotta say, I don't remember it being cold. Huh? Would it? Does it snow there? Yeah. Lindsay's from Texas too, so born in Mississippi, raised in Texas. Is that fair to say? There's a lot of it, Noodle. There's a lot of the US. I've done a lot of traveling and I have only, well, I've managed to see 42 of the states, last I counted. That includes Hawaii. But not Alaska, which I would love to see. What amazing treats? I don't know what you don't have. We may have invaded all of your cities with fast food. Oh, that makes sense, Mark, that, you know, I get you. That does happen. I don't know what American food don't you have? Have you ever had whoopie pies? Cornbread is a good one. Whoopie pie is 2 pieces of, well, there are different kinds, but the original whoopie pie from when I was a kid is 2 pieces of like really moist chocolate. Is it cake? It's really moist chocolate cake, and in the middle of it is like a thick icing. When I was a kid, that was made from lard and sugar, but I don't know what it would be, what they make it from now. And it is the worst thing you could eat if you care about health. But man, they are just awesome. It's like a cupcake sandwich. Only the cake is more dense. The cake is more dense than a cupcake. I went to Hawaii in twice, but the last time was late, maybe 99, 2000. And yeah, we go to Massachusetts sometimes, to Boston for concerts and stuff like that. And yeah, you could go to state fairs and get all the fried food you want. What passes for American food in the UK? Like, what do you have over there that you call American? Oh, wow. Mark, I slept in a couple airports myself. No, we don't have the state fairs in the snow. That's for the autumn. I Lancer, I actually love roundabouts. I think it's vastly superior. Um, and we have started to get them here. They're so much better than traffic lights. The only thing is I had to drive the car sitting on the right side of the car and driving on the left side of the road. That took a minute. And my parents wouldn't drive. Well, the first time I went was with a friend. The second time I went to the region, and I mean I went to Ireland, which is obviously not in the UK, but my parents wouldn't drive. So me and my brother did all the driving, which I liked. But yeah, roundabouts, they rock. Hey, Matthew, what's up? Happy New Year. Glad you stopped into the chat. I appreciate it. Burgers, hot dogs, pizzas. Come on now. Like, I've had Italian pizzas. They're pretty good, but like, We stole that. It's American now. I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna make some of them mad. Where's Giacomo? Maybe we can fight about it. A one-lane bridge roundabout, dwarf. I have not been to New Zealand. That is very far away. I think the farthest from home I've been is Istanbul, Greece. I actually met Lindsay on an airplane. We were headed to Amsterdam. She was headed to, what, Wales, right? And I was headed to Finland. But we were on the Amsterdam flight from, where was it in the US? Memphis, Tennessee. And we sat next to each other and just became friends, and we stayed that way for a while. Could you hand me, or do you have the cat? We have lots of roundabouts here where we live. Wow, Philippines, that is far, Keith. I like to drive in the, for us, for us it's the opposite side, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I like that kind of adventure. Took a little bit of getting used to, of course, but all right. I have worked in restaurants, so definitely need some brooms. So you can pick one up to make it look like you're working. Oh, I lost my tray. It went into the pit of doom. Yeah. The janitor and the Rexford. I feel like we might want one of these up in the kitchen. Hey, there's the worker. Hmm. I think we've got a lot of items up there. I wanted more pans and stuff though. Oh, we need stuff on these tables in here, yeah. Definitely need the ashtrays. Well, I always make my intelligence and charisma high, Keith. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, the coffee cups. Definitely need a lot of those. I believe that I did do some of the glitching in Taffington. Yeah, downstairs and upstairs, if I remember. It's been a while since I did that one. but you should be able to tell by looking at the video. Like, I think I like glitched the computer downstairs, so I'm pretty sure it's possible. Let's drop some more coffee cups down here. Whole bunch of coffee cups. Oh, I bet you could do any combination and pull it off. But just my personal preference, I like to do the high intelligence and high charisma, and that is so I can hack computers, you know, easily and get all this stuff earlier. And for charisma, I like this, you know, to have the more settlers earlier, and all the settlement perks come with charisma. And I like to do the checks to avoid fighting and stuff, especially early on when your character sucks. Hey, Dwarf, have a good night. See you, Samantha. Or hi, Samantha, rather. Oops. I got my days mixed up. But see you, Dwarf. And welcome, Sam. Yeah, Oz, I like to max out the charisma too. I love the voice check options and like having a different responses. I really enjoy that. I'm gonna clutter these tables up. I wonder if they'll stay. I'll probably... I need to do a hard save before I do the video, so I don't lose all this clutter. Although I did not really assign many settlers to this build yet. Although at Vault 88 we started to assign them here and there. Gotta have coffee cups on every table. Oh. That's the second thing I lost down there. I need some spoons and some donuts on plates. Lancer, it's just the law of Fallout. I do it all the time. Rotate the wrong direction. And sometimes, none of the axes make any sense. Sometimes it does not turn in any direction that is helpful. We're playing we're not in a Cartesian plane, I guess. We're like in a 4-dimensional space. Alright, we got starting to flesh this out. We definitely need some plates and some donuts, so I might have to make some more donuts. Oh, I want this other kind of coffee tin. All right. Let's see if I can get this in here without making too much of a mess. I tell you what, though, more of it does than you think. So on my New Year's Day stream, I actually went back to all my settlements throughout the year. And there were a couple of them that were completely decimated, like Taffington. But most of them, the stuff was still there. Especially if you can get it higher up. But a lot of places, it was still there. I was pleasantly surprised. Although there were a couple, like I said, that was a disaster. But I like doing the clutter. I like the way it looks. I want to put a couple of those up here. I got to go all the way around. Stuck on something. Hey Detour, what's up? Thanks, Mark. Have a good night. Still want to get some pots and pans up there. But we're actually still pretty close to being done. Cooking oil, that's a good one in a cooking pan. Okay, found them. The cooking oil won't stand up straight, which is a bummer. It's a real bummer, man. So I just always kind of like put it like this. All right. Now the cooking pan. Oh, so you can do it and okay. I thought they still like fell over though. Is that not true? Oh, look, Lindsay. They will stay up if you do it in build mode. But can you place them anywhere? Like, I can't put it there. Oh. Oh, that looks terrible. Like, where can I place them? Maybe here? Oh, yeah, that'll be cool if I can. Yeah, I think so. I think I can get it there. Alright, cool. Good one. Good one. Alright. Maybe up here? I don't want it on the edge. You know what? Excuse me. Well, now I know. Thanks, Detour. Alright, so we got that. And I had a cooking pot that I wanted to drop. Cooking pan. Well, that's alright. I like these sideways like that. Should have made 3 of those shelves. Ah, I knocked down the cooking oil. whatever. We don't care. We don't have TV. There's only Fallout and other people playing Fallout. That's all there is. All right. If I can find a smaller pan, that would be cool. I would use that, but I want to dupe it, so I don't want to use my last one. They're a little rarer. Why? I don't know. Iguana bits in the pan. That's okay, it's fine on its side. They haven't cleaned up yet. That's a good tip though, I will keep that in mind. Lancer, I am a low-key hermit. I've always been, I gotta say, a bit on the introverted side. Although I'm not shy, we've talked about that. That's a difference. I am not shy. Alright, so what can we put on the table? Maybe some magazines. There's something else I was gonna do too. Utensils, that's what it was. Spoons, yes, you're right. That is what it was. Spoons and human... Wait, where's my other jug? Huh. I had two of those. No, I don't like that at all. ladles. All right, Oz, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Ooh, a mini ladle. That's cool. Nothing wrong with law and order. That's right. Can you actually put stuff in the coffee cups? I bet not. No, it has it has a flat top. Oh well. It's just an illusion. It's only a model. All right, that looks good and messy. What is Expedition 33, Detour? I feel like she's gonna knock some of my stuff off. But I think might be pretty good up here. Let's see what we got down here. More spoons. Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, I think I know what it is now. Multitasking, multifaceted Lancer. If I was adventurous, I would try to get these to lean up against the coffee cup. But I feel like it'll just get knocked over anyway. Let's... I don't know. Ah, there you go. There's another one. I feel like they'll fall anyway. I happen to be left-handed and everything is backwards. That does not belong there. Fine then. What do you mean you can't see a need for it, Keith? It looks awesome. That's the need. And I don't know. I went back to all my settlements for the New Year feed, and 80% of it was still there. I had a couple settlements where it was all on the ground, but mostly not. And we decorated Covenant on the feed, and I go back to Covenant, it's all still there. Hey, Duchess, what's up? Well, I don't know. Mine mostly stays. But like I said, there were a couple settlements where I did go back and it was all on the ground. Namely Taffington, which was an intensive build. And with a lot of clutter, so that kind of sucked, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'll just pick it up. Plus, I also keep a hard save for every completed settlement in case I need to go back for video or pictures. Well, most of them. Do I play on survival? No, I don't. Most of it stays though. And some of it definitely doesn't though. But, you know. Let's give these people silver utensils. That's the VIP area. I don't know. What else do we need? Looks pretty good. Donuts. Game crash? Not me. Lindsay's playing New Vegas, and I guess her game stopped working. Sorry. Death claws. I'm running out of donut mix. I played survival on my first playthrough, or earlier playthrough, and it was a lot of fun. But this character is settlement oriented, so I like having all the supplies. I don't know though, we might be somewhat done here. Somewhat done. Oh, I was gonna put donuts on the table. Okay. So we need some plates. Hey Chris, what's up? You finally got the barber chair, huh? Hey, no problem. I'm glad it worked out. I also like to use the barber chair for other things, like to glitch it into things, and you can get a settler to stand there with a clipboard. It looks cool. So we had a few new people in chat. So welcome again, Chris. Yeah, you're right, Lancer, about the plate thing, but I'll just pick up the donuts or whatever. I could always just place the donuts before I record. I don't know when we'll be back to Starlight. I gotta wait on GG to finish his, and then I'll continue to build at Starlight after that. So I don't know when we'll be back anyway. But I can record something in the meantime. Oh, I already put plates here. I put a lot of hours into Forza Motorsport. I have just as many as Fallout. Huh? Probably more, yeah, over the years. And Skyrim, of course. And I played all the Borderlands, the Mass Effect games, Far Cry. I have lots of hours and all that. Yeah, sorry, Duchess, that sucks. That's sorry to hear. I played Borderlands so much that I got sick of it, you know what I mean? And now I can't even play it at all. I wore it out for myself. Do you guys have Boston cream donuts in England or UK? We'll see if the donuts stay, but oh well. Whoa. And these donuts are huge. I have the anniversary edition on my PC and it actually works fine. Oh, good to hear, Chris. Got to get you in the decorating mode. I have to say, Egret is my favorite settlement. I think we might be good here. Can anybody think of anything that I missed before we move on? Can always add more, but for the build challenge video, this is pretty good. Thanks, Samantha. I just hope I'm not missing anything. Curie's cool. Clipboard. Yes. Okay. Let's do it. Also, maybe clipboards over here in the wait station. Hey, Awesome, what's up? And some pens. I have actually waited tables in real life. So is Lindsay. Put those there, come back for some pencils. Perfect. You can pillar glitch the comics. That's something I had not considered. Is that what you mean? Because that would be cool. I never thought that. The comic posters. All right, I need to take a quick 30-second break. I will be right back. Just I'm on there long enough. Oh, I wish I was sitting in the good chair. This chair's not as good. Oh, I'll have to switch some things around. I am back. Oh, the posters of the comic book covers, yeah. That's a cool idea, though, putting them in the window. Oh, Chris, I love the cycling light. Let me tell you. That might be my favorite decorative item. Okay, where was I? Anybody think of anything else that I had maybe overlooked in a restaurant setting? Yep, got the napkins. And I don't have many of them. I was trying to dupe them. And got a couple more. I think it was base game, the cycling light, isn't it? If not, maybe the contraptions workshop, but I don't remember. It's not in the light section. It's in the one next to it. Notes, dish rags. Okay, both good. Yeah, we get a lights. Miscellaneous, like Chris said. And they're all the way down here. Right here. Best thing ever. That's a cool combination, Keith. Okay, dish rags and notes. Notes, okay. Good. Awesome, yeah. Gotta play Fallout and watch people play Fallout. I did that today too. I watched Oz's stream earlier today for a little bit. Because it wasn't enough, you know. It's never enough. Just so. Let's put some in the wait station like they're writing their orders down. There's the one thing that, what is it called, a receipt? Yeah, you gotta take a break from Fallout to play Fallout, obviously. Sometimes it's kind of nice just to watch somebody else play, though. I watch Lindsay play all the time. I'm just sitting there and I'm like not building, and I just look over and I sit there and 20 minutes went by. So I like to watch people play the game also. Thrown Nut Volcano. This right here. Want to play with it? Urban exploration is pretty cool, awesome. Okay, we're ready for some donut action. There we go. Maybe I have to trip the switch. Oh, Chris, I have had a cold for a month. I'm just now getting over it. Oh, the whole shop is the Thrown Out Volcano. Yeah, I've seen you type that a couple times and I just got it. Alright, dish rags. That was another good one. Yeah, Chris, hope you feel better soon. I totally got my butt kicked. She probably fell asleep being on England time, yeah. She wouldn't go without saying anything, but she usually, I guess she said she was traveling all day. I'm almost out of places here. Oh, there she is. Speak of the devil. In my egret barber shop, I have a pink fridge in place of the old scrapped one. It's been a while since I did egret. It might be the modern furniture. Yeah, I have all the Creation Club. I have to have it because I like color. Got to have all the... There's a lot of brown and beige in Fallout 4. Got to have the reds and the greens, and I love to do the wiring too, Keith. It's fun. Logic gates are a blast. Yeah, we can look. Let's save real quick. Oh gosh, home decor. Here they are. Are you talking about this? It's like a red fridge or whatever. Tango, what's up? It's Assless Chaps. Yeah, Chris, I personally enjoy the Creation Club. It's just the kind of builds I do. It's not for everyone, but it's for me. I love it. Oh yeah, band spanner. That's right, you call them spanners. Spanner. Yeah, home decor and modern furniture, you'll find a lot of that stuff. Alright, anything else? Have we forgotten anything else now that Assless Chaps is here? Before we move on to Jamaica Plain. Let's take a quick jaunt. Okay, all of my letters are flashing up there. Whoa. We got our kiosk all decorated. And I left it nighttime because it looks better. And I had my duping factory set up. It's in my way. Gotta rename the channel. I did bring Buddy over. Was it Easy that suggested that, or Squeezy? One of them. Right. Okay, I didn't decorate this stall here. Oh, we need sodas in here. Alright. Tango, I don't know what you look like. You might look like an assless chat. Oh, that's easy, Chris. It's Grey Garden. 100 and... Oh, God. When it was all said and done, maybe 120. Snickers. YMCA. Yeah, Grey Garden was my longest settlement, I think. I've had a couple others around 100. Somerville took me a long, long time. That was another one. Egret was probably an 80-hour build. But yeah, definitely Grey Garden and Somerville were probably the two most hardcore I've done. Dog meat, stop it.
No. Psst. Here.
Stay.
Over there.
Stay.
Hold.
Grey Garden has 3 videos. There's the first 2 are just concentrated on sections, and the third one will go over all the sections but in less detail. And then Somerville is also broken down into 5 parts, but there is a full tour that is the most recent. Hey Lancer, good night. Thank you, Samantha. Grey Garden and Somerville, those are probably my 2. There's my giant Vim. I think that should go here. Oh. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Wait a second here. I must have... That's what I want. Not me. I did not build a fortress. I built a bunch of different stuff. A tavern and... bunch of stores, a salvage yard, a library, robot stuff that is a little supposed to be humorous. Well, yeah, Keith, it's kind of hard to The top one of the Vim machine is lower. I find the Vim bottles this you can fit more of them in there. I could put the Vim in the basketball hoop. Whoa. Awesome, Chris. That's cool. I appreciate that. Well, incidentally, at my gray garden, I have a hanging shack sort of thing. Where is the ration place? Oh yeah, awesome. First one. Well, I'm glad. That's probably a good place to start, although nothing else will be as good. I definitely know this place. Church. All right. I'm still laughing at the dancing lemon. So where in the I do have a Longfellow's cabin. I actually put a hotel there. Whoa, I'm like stuck in the ground. Yeah, I did a hotel at Longfellow. All right, where's this lonely chapel, huh? Let's go there. I saw, who was it? It was Addicted to Jet. I saw do a build here. I better not get lost in here.
What the?
Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole's using a stealth board.
So what is it that I'm looking for? Tiny Nuka Quantums? And where would that be? Oh, thanks, awesome. I appreciate it. All right, we're switching to the bad boy because I don't feel like messing with these people. I must have already gotten it.
What do you know?
Might as well get all the stuff. Being a trash digger.
Who?
Oh yeah. Danger. Not likely.
Fight back.
Where did I already pick him up? Did I already pick him up? Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. The next question is, how do I get out of here? Yeah, good idea. Awesome. Good call, everyone. The other left. Tiny quantums. That was a cool tip. Just the two? Just the two. Excellent. Oh my, it's an explosive assault rifle. This. It just has a Vault Tech skin on it. Oh, are there 3 of the tiny ones? It doesn't look like it. Oh, okay. Well, now I know where they are. We can do that again. That may have been the finishing touch on the Slocum volcano, the Thronuts volcano. So we can take a final jaunt around this bad boy to review it. So we have a daytime tour. It looks better at night. But
This is delicious.
there's some of the stuff I dropped. This is where we get our fresh water. Of course, we have to play Thronuts one more time. Wait a second. There's no... I need to fill it back up. All right. We have to play Thronuts. Oh, the one is stuck in there. It's Thronuts. It's the newest craze. Named by assless chaps himself.
Maybe I'll get another drink.
Alright, here's our kiosk in the daytime. All decorated up. Duped to perfection. And the other side here. Only a day old. I'm gonna go in and look around in there. You. Oh, he's running away. Alright. Thanks, Noodle. Alright, in the daytime, this is what our shop looks like.
This soda's better than Nuka Cola. Try it, you'll see.
Open air, even.
Delicious.
Fancy. So we got our dining area. Donut dispenser, because that's how I like my donuts delivered. Either with a catapult or with a... Hey, now that was not very nice.
I'm just so
All right,
hungry.
let's get
all
rid of
the
that.
time.
There. Would risk dysentery. You would be leaving with it, I dare say. And here's our stoves that we did early on. But I'm gonna call this a completed build. I think we are done here.
All the soda you can drink.
And so next time, let's leave with a night pick. Thanks, Keith. Oops.
Greetings, buddy.
Because we are at a good stopping point. Thanks, Noodle. Thanks, Detour. Alright, we just gotta get it. I want to get a distance shot to leave off with. So there it is, a beacon. So tomorrow we will be back in the vault, but that'll be an early one. We'll be at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So 8 o'clock for the Brits. And so thanks all for hanging out again. I hope you all have a great Saturday night. Thanks, Snickers. Thanks, Detour. Gotta trust the process, right? Of course, I don't know what the process actually is. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see anybody tomorrow that is able to stop by. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody. You're right, Awesome. Peace out, all.